Alright, let's dive into the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Now, I'm not talking about the stuff that's casually tossed into your afternoon popcorn time. No, I'm talking about epic, legendary, and excessive walking in Middle-earth. Seriously, if you're ever thinking of taking a long hike, watch this trilogy first. You might rethink your life choices after seeing how much these hobbits walk just to get one piece of jewelry tossed into a volcano. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered how it all started? You know, the entire world almost ending because of one glorified piece of bling? Yeah, sounds crazy, but here we are. The journey begins with this ring, the ring, created by the Dark Lord Sauron, who wants to rule the entire world. Sounds like a normal Tuesday for him, right? Anyway, this ring gets lost, and a bunch of people and creatures search for it over the years, like some sort of ridiculously overcomplicated game of find the ring in the forest. Then enters Frodo Baggins, a hobbit who's living the peaceful life, not bothering anyone. He's not interested in world domination, but guess what? No one cares about his feelings. He's handed the ring because, of course, it's always the peaceful guy who gets to carry the burden of saving the world. The guy who hates adventure now has the most powerful object in existence. And here's where it gets real complicated. Frodo's mission? Walk across Middle-earth, literally cross the entire damn continent, and throw this cursed ring into Mount Doom, a volcano that's practically begging for it. It's basically the Mount Everest of evil. So now Frodo and his ragtag team of warriors, elves, dwarves, and a whole bunch of other random people are forced to march over hills, mountains, forests, and whatever else stands in their way. Oh, and while they're doing that, dark forces are hunting them down. The whole world is trying to kill them, and all they're trying to do is survive one more day. And don't even get me started on Gollum. This guy, who used to be a hobbit-like creature, becomes obsessed with the ring after it corrupts him. He's like that guy who gets fixated on a social media account and can't get over it, stalking it 24/7. Seriously, he can't focus on anything else. His relationship with Frodo, it's basically a dysfunctional friendship. He's both a horrible influence and kinda helpful at the same time. He keeps whispering, "My precious," every 5 seconds like a broken record. That's his whole personality, and it's oddly entertaining. But let's not forget the real heavy lifters of the story. Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and Gandalf, the squad. I'm talking about the original fantasy Avengers. These guys literally spent 3 movies saving Frodo's tiny hobbit ass. And speaking of Aragorn, this guy is one badass warrior with royalty blood in his veins. He's like, hey, I'm a king. But nah, I'd rather be a rogue ranger out here slaying enemies like it's nothing. His arc, from reluctant king to king of Gondor. And trust me, he looks good doing it. But who cares about royalty when you've got battles, orcs, and magic rings to worry about? And then there's Gandalf. This wizard is supposed to be this wise old man, but let's be real here, he's always dying. First, he gets taken out by the Balrog, surprise. And then he comes back from the dead as Gandalf the White, like some special edition version of himself. You're left wondering, why does it always take near-death experiences for this guy to get his act together? I mean, come on. Gandalf, stop dying and just take care of business. Now, the real problem, the orcs. These are the bullying bullies of Middle-earth. They're not just evil. They're evil and ugly. They're literally bred for war, and all they want to do is ruin the day of any nice person they come across. In fact, I'm pretty sure orcs have never known peace. They exist just to destroy things, and at some point, you feel like Frodo and his crew are just running away from random enemies with terrible skincare routines. But wait, you thought that was it? Nope. You see, while Frodo is off being the most reluctant hero of all time, the rest of the world is fighting against the forces of darkness. Gondor, Rohan, they're all teaming up, fighting massive battles, and creating some of the most epic war scenes in movie history. The stakes are high, the tension is thick, and every time you think, okay, this is it, this is the final showdown, there's a new twist that makes you rethink everything. And let's talk about the ending. The last battle. The final climactic moment where everything's on the line. And spoiler alert, Frodo nearly gets corrupted by the ring at the last second, right at the edge of the volcano. He's about to do it, throw the ring in and end the whole thing, but guess what? Gollum steals the show, and it's kind of a tragic comedy moment. You see Frodo fail at the last second, but it's Gollum who takes the ring from him, gets his hand bitten off, and falls into the volcano. It's chaos. It's beautiful. It's messy. By the end of it, everything's destroyed. The orcs, gone. Sauron, defeated. And guess what happens next? Everyone goes home. I mean, that's it. They've saved the world, but they're still just regular people. Just hobbits going back to a simple life, but at the same time, they've lived through this massive, world-altering event. It's kind of a bittersweet end, isn't it? So, have you ever thought about how insane this entire trilogy is? All of this, just for one ring. I mean, really? One ring. The whole world on the line, for one piece of jewelry. This whole thing could have been avoided if someone just locked that thing in a safe and said, "Let's not play with fire today, yeah?" But in the end, Lord of the Rings isn't just a movie about one ring. It's about friendships, sacrifice, and fighting for what's right, even when the odds are stacked against you. So if you've never seen it, what are you even doing with your life? Watch it. Just don't take a nap in the middle of it. There's a lot of walking and talking, and trust me, you'll want to catch every epic moment. And that's Lord of the Rings, the most epic, soul-crushing, life-changing, jewelry-related journey you'll ever see. Go watch it. You'll thank me later.